Good morning. I've been thinking about you. I don't have my chat on my screen for some reason. I don't know why. Let me try to figure it out. Yeah, I figured it out. Wow, it says I have no viewers, but I see plenty of people in there. What's up, Goth Smoker? What's up, Matt D, IV, The Real Jordina, Zombard, Ashley, Stephanie, Autumn, Manisha, Matthew, Pete. Holy crap, I can't keep up. Miss Bellatrix, what's up? I'm doing okay. How are you? Oh, also, Miss Bellatrix, I replied to your comment. I'm not sure if you saw it. The one on my newest video that's unlisted and special right now for all you guys. The patrons and whatnot. But I left a link for the story that you were looking for, the patron exclusive, the update on the Turning the Frogs gay. Go to 16 minutes, 10 seconds in. You're welcome. And I will be deleting that reply when that video goes public, so that way not everyone can follow that. What's up, everybody? I think, did I say, I don't know, I think I saw someone else. I know it's been a while, Goth Smoker. Dang, man, good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing alright right now. Actually, I'm gonna put that up. I'm flying out tomorrow to go up to Oregon and see my aunt. The text you see, like it says, I'm giving all donations today, memberships, all that stuff to my cousin because my aunt is on hospice care. So that's why I'm flying up there tomorrow. Go see her, and got a lot of other family going up there as well to see her, so I'll be able to see all them as well. So given the circumstances, I mean, other than what's going on there, for those of you that don't know, I guess I should say, my aunt is in hospice care, meaning that she's going to be passing away very soon. In fact, originally they said a month to a year, and that's when I booked my tickets. It was like 2 weeks ago. And then I got called Friday from my cousin who said he didn't think she was going to make it. Hospice nurses said she wasn't going to make it through the weekend. He didn't know if she was going to make it through the night, but she's still hanging in there. So I'm happy for that, but at the same time, I guess I'm confused on that because I guess she's in pain. So yeah, I'm happy I'm going to be able to make it up there and I think see her, I hope. So that's going to be nice. But she's been hospitalized a lot the past year. She's been drinking quite a bit, so essentially her liver is quitting. So she got told a while ago if she quit right then, she'd live for a year, but she didn't quit, and yeah, now we sit here. So yeah, but I appreciate everyone dropping in. RWR says, I'm in Portland, Oregon. Hey, I'm gonna be flying in there Friday I'll be in Portland, so we'll be close to each other, but I'm not gonna be doing any meetup because got family business. Goth Smoker, thank you so much, dude. Says, not much, but at least something, my dude. Take good care. I appreciate that, dude. And actually, just so you know, my cousin will get that message as well, because I've been printing every donation we got, because I did a stream a few days ago with the same thing in mind. Everything's going to him. So I took and printed out every super chat that it got during that stream along with the messages. So I'm actually going to read that to him, or at least let him look over it, and I'll probably videotape it and include it at the end of a video or something like that. So, yeah. Miss Bellatrix, thank you so much. Says, could you please link me to the part 2 of the gay frog story, please? Best wishes to the whole family. My uncle died the other week. I'm so sorry to hear that. I send my deepest condolences. Yeah, death of a family is hard. Death of a family member. Hopefully you're doing all right. But that's the comment I was talking about. Go check that video that's right now only up for patrons and members. Go check that video, and the comment you commented when you were looking for it, I already replied to it. There's a link right there to the video you're looking for. and just skip to 16 minutes 10 seconds and you'll be right where you want. Joy CB, you can donate. There's a link in the description. It should be streamlabs.com/yourmaker691. It's also what you see on your screen. Should be the bottom bit of letters. That's the best way because they take the less percentage than YouTube, and I can transfer it immediately. So it makes it a bit easier. But, I mean, whatever. And don't feel like anyone needs to donate either. I just know that people donate regardless. So I just want people to know it's not going to me this time. So you're going to be helping out a family member of mine quite a bit. Jocelyn says, hello, Mr. Your Maker. I'm from the Philippines. One of your fan. I enjoyed all your stories. Keep up the good work. Ciao. Thank you, Jocelyn. One of my coworkers is in the Philippines right now. A lot of my coworkers are from the Philippines, I should add. And one of them's back home visiting out there too. And another coworker of mine is going to go home to the Philippines for a month or so here soon. So yeah, I actually am getting more and more familiar with the Philippines due to all my coworkers being from there. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Says, so sorry to hear about your family. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, it's one of those things. It sucks. It's life, but it sucks. I feel really bad for my grandpa. I guess he's shutting off a lot from a lot of people. I think I'm just going to show up on his doorstep and hope he opens the door. He'll open the door. He'll open the door. Paige Cook says, I'm curious to know what you look like. If you type in Google search Your Maker face reveal, it should bring up pictures as well as videos, and you will be able to see my face. I've shown it quite a few times now. Joy CB, yes, a lot of my coworkers are from the Philippines. A lot of them. I always wondered how a lot of them found where this area, like what made them come to this specific area. But oh yeah, we got a lot of people from over there. Your Maker, do you watch the English Premier League? I don't even know what that is, Philly, so I'm gonna say no. Yes. Genevieve, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And just so you know, my cousin will read that message. Because like I said, after the stream today as well, I'm going to print out every donation, super chat, all the people that have been donating through PayPal as well. I'm going to be printing off your donations over there. So that way he can see just the volume of people that are, I think that'll be nice. Good morning, Lakota Soldier. Lakota Soldier, I'm going to say that. It's 5:14 here. Thanks for making my morning. It's 4:14 here. You're very welcome. DJ Peck, what's up, dude? Good to see you. We got a mod up in here. That's right. Everybody respect the Peck, or you will be banned. Probably not, but still. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate the kind words. Says, hi, Your Maker. Love your videos. Maria, I finally was able to catch a live video. I'm so sorry about your aunt. You're in my prayers. Thank you so much, Maria. I'm so glad you made it here. Did I say Mariah first? I don't know. I have a bad name with Maria for some reason. I said that in a story one time. It was like Mariah or something like that. And my wife's like, it says Maria. And I was like, oh, shit. So I had to go re-record it. I don't know why. Goth Smoker asks, how's your cousin doing? I think he's just really emotionally shut off at the moment. He's kind of... He's doing a lot of the talking with everybody, letting everyone in the loop, and also not sleeping, taking care of his mom, my aunt. He's had to take a lot of time off of work, so a lot of my family's getting a whole bunch of food and stuff together they're going to bring up to him. So that way they can help him out that way. I'm trying to get a little cash his way to help for all the time he's taken off of work, all that kind of thing. Last stream we raised $200 about, and I'm pitching in $300, so we're at like $500 now, a little bit more, with awesome people like you all, like Summer Flu. Thank you so much. Says, all the best to you and your family. It's always better to say farewells face to face. It really is. I was at work when they told me they didn't think she'd last through the weekend, so I didn't want to risk not being able to say anything to her. So I had them put me on speaker, and I was upstairs on the balcony just crying my eyes out, and it was weird as shit because I had coworkers around, and I was just crying my eyes out saying what I wanted to say. And then I actually got home and wrote another message that one of my other cousins, she has 4 sons, 1 daughter, so I have 4 different cousins, and or 5, right? 5. I don't know. My math's all fucked right now. But yeah, I ended up writing that message. So me being able to make it in time, if she's, still able to hold on, it's going to really be a lot. So it always is better to do it face to face for sure. And thank you very much, as well as Chelsea says, very sorry to hear about your dear aunt. Best of luck to her and your family. Thank you very much. Thank you. Robert Brady says, A, it's my favorite spooky YouTuber. Mercury says, how old is your cousin? My cousin, the one I'm talking about, specifically taking care of her, is I think he's like, oh God, he's got to be like 20, maybe even a little older now. I've known him since he was tiny. But I know she's, 2 of my cousins, they're, well, at least one of them's not even graduated high school. But I think the rest are adults. Well, I know 3 of them are adults. You got them sugar buns. DJ Peck says, woo Aussies, 9:15 p.m. in Sydney. Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys are like a full day ahead of us, aren't you? That's crazy. Bob the Davo. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you're having a good night, man. Conway West, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. I know you've been around the streams and the channel for a while. Thank you so much, dude. No message or nothing, just showing some love. I appreciate you, man. Robert says, my aunt is going through chemo. I'm sorry, man. Wishing you luck. Man, I hope your aunt, or wish her the best of luck, I should say, too. And well wishes to you and your family. Greg Conway says, donated in the PayPal, the better way to donate, right? Yes, it is. Oddly enough, you guys are going to get my real name doing that because they're like, hey, you gave money to this person. Here's their real name. So just one of those small sacrifices. But yes, it is. Reasoning be they take a lower percent and I can transfer it within a couple days. So I can just give it to him instead of having to pay everything out of pocket and wait a month to get reimbursed type of thing. Bob says, I'm on my way to work. I'm not driving. Good to hear that. Texting and driving is bad. I'm trying to look. I don't think I do. It was good to see you in the newest video too. I got your comments, my man. Says, good morning, bro. I'm at work. Going to be unlisted later, but you can follow it through the link so you'll be able to listen to it after the fact. Yeah. Hello, Yogi. Good to see you. And Becky. Thank you for dropping in the kind words. I appreciate you. Mr. X Dreams. Haven't seen you in a while, dude. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Says, good morning, brother. Good morning, man. Good to see you again. Billy asks, oh, first, the Chogor for Life says, I just donated to you and your fam. Love to you and your fam. All the best. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Actually, let me open up so I can actually see and thank people properly, because there's probably going to be people that it's not popping up notifications for. I want to make sure. Greg Conway says, FYI, I'm Conway West. We are one and the same. Okay. I was wondering that. I was kind of thinking, but I wasn't sure. I think I saw Nicole said love your channel. Thank you very much, Nicole. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoy the content. There will be a new video. I think I'm probably gonna put it live later today, but I plan on playing one or two of the stories on stream tonight. But the full video will be out later. It's about a half hour long, so you'll be able to enjoy that as well. Yes, you can hear something playing in the background. I know I have a fire background music, but if you guys are hearing a video, let me close like every tab I have open. I got like 1,000,000 tabs open. I mean, I just closed a whole bunch of tabs. So we'll see. Hopefully that stopped the noise. I'm not sure what it would be. I have nothing else running right now. I only have the fire crackling sound effect. Huh. Queen, everything considered, is doing good. Doing good. Home life's all good. Got our palm tree trimmed the other day, which was nice because we should be having monsoons soon. So yeah. Gamer Ward, where did your comment go? There it is. I haven't been subbed to you for... Why does it keep moving? Damn it. I haven't been subbed to you for long, but I want to say I love your vids and keep up the awesome work. Thanks so much, dude, and welcome to the channel. Try hard gameplay, what's up, dude? Good morning, Dark Siren. Called you Dyke Siren. A baby doggy. Did you stay up all night, or have you just woken up? I've been up all night. I work swing shift, so I actually got off work a couple hours ago. So, yeah. I've been up about 12 hours now. Hello, Vanessa. I hope you're doing well. It sounds like a woman whispering. That's weird. Because there's no... My wife's not even in the same room. She's off doing her own thing. Walker Film says, I don't hear anything weird from your stream, man. It's all good. Okay, so you guys are haunted. There we go. We just got confirmation. You guys are haunted. It's not on my end. It's all on your guys' end. You're just hearing some shit. Dollface Killer. Good to see you. Says, I don't hear it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, none of y'all hear anything. Yeah. Not a Ranga, thank you so much, says, love falling asleep to your content, man. It's not much, but I hope it helps with your aunt. Your personal stories have really left an impact on me. I appreciate that, dude. I always hesitate when I share my personal stories just because, yeah. I don't know, they're personal, you know what I mean? But I appreciate that. What time is it where I'm at? It is 4:25. Oh, Stephanie says it's the donation alert we can hear in the background. Okay. Yeah. I got one that says like num num sugar buns. And raisins. I got one that says raisins. That's right. Yeah, I need to make some different ones probably. Just be like,
oh, thank you. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
type of thing, you know. I have too much fun with my voice, and I'll do that shit at work. Someone will be like, hey, what's up, man? And I'll be like,
hey.
Type of thing. Yes, I'm actually in Arizona. So right now we're on West Coast time, but sometimes we're an hour ahead of Pacific time, sometimes we're not. We don't have time change here. So, yeah. It is AM, Miss Bellatrixa. 4:26 AM. Chris says, thoughts and good vibes are with you and your family, bud. I appreciate you, Chris. Thanks so much, man. How come I'm up so early? I'm not up early. This is like if someone works a 9 to 5, this is the equivalent of my like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. type of thing. So. Mora says, I think the sound on the background might be the stream through speakers on his side. I don't have the stream where I can hear it. I actually went and made sure of that. It's completely paused because I have my live dashboard open and it'll play the stream there, but I have that paused and it's also always muted. The only sound coming is fire crackling wood. That's the name of it, the sound I'm using. And the only other video I have open is the newest video that'll be out later today. That way I have it ready to play a couple stories for you all. Yes. Yes. Bad Meets Evil says, I'm haunted. Tell me something I don't know. I'm going bald. Did you know that? I'm going bald. Yeah. There you go. What's up, Ariel Rodriguez? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful morning or night. The cheat code says, that's crazy. I actually never knew we lived in the same state. Yeah, I actually have a couple subscribers that live in town, I guess, as well. One person recognized me when I was getting some water one time. They didn't come say hi. They just tweeted or sent me a private message. I forget where they contacted me, but they asked me if I was down there getting water. I was like, yes. And they're like, I thought it was you. And I was like, you should have come said hello. No, yeah, but what if it wasn't you? And I was like, yeah, I guess that's true, huh? Walker Films says, I'm a movie theater manager. Nice. That means you get all the private viewings of the new movies. Hell yeah. Danica says, I find bald men sexy. Oh, I appreciate that, but I'm taken. Gosh, stepping on my wife's toes like that. Plus, you wouldn't find me attractive. I'd look like a walking penis because I'm a scrawny guy. So, yeah. How old am I? I'm 32. 32. Yeah. Your thoughts on American politics? LOL. Hello, Barbara. Philly M says, Dad Gang, what's up? Yeah. Gold 7 says, where do you get your photos and videos to show during your stories? I film a lot of them. Like this video you see in the background right here with the Barbie doll melting. That was me in my backyard melting a Barbie doll. I had 3 other dolls standing around it, so it looked like they were all burning her at the stake. And like I'll zoom out a little later once she's melted and you'll see the other dolls there. But all the drone footage, stuff like that I film. Yeah, that's where a lot of it comes. My next video is going to have an actual picture from the person who had the story happen to them. So it's just, yeah, I stopped a while ago. I used to like look up imagery, but I stopped doing that because it's really hard to find royalty-free stuff, so I figured I'd just make my own backgrounds a lot of the time, so yeah. Sam says, hello, your maker. Love from India. What's up, Sam? Thank you so much. Corey says, what do you do for work? I make teeth. Yes. I make teeth. So when you go to a dentist and they take a mold and they say, we're going to get you an implant. We're going to get you a crown. We're going to get you a bridge. They send that implant to us, and we make the teeth, and we send them back to the dentist, and we say, put it in their mouth. And that's what they do. They put it in your mouth. Yeah. Queen Stitches says, I've been married 18 years, but with my husband for 20. Oh, that's so awesome. That's a long time. Congrats on that. That's 2 decades. Cheryl's like, burn Barbie. I was thinking the same thing. I also have another Barbie that I'm going to burn as well when I get back. And I also have some smoke firework things that release a whole bunch of smoke. I'm going to get some smoke backgrounds too. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that where the camera stays in focus. My plan for this Barbie was to actually light one of those firework smoke grenades and have the smoke going in front of the Barbie. But the camera didn't want to stay focused. I did some test runs with a whole bunch of other smoke just to make sure everything was proper, and I realized it wouldn't stay focused, so yeah. Cat says giggity? Giggity. Did I say that? I say giggity a lot. Anytime I say something that could be construed as dirty, I say giggity. So I don't know if I said that or not. Hello, Zenny Wave. I hope you're having a good morning. Billy says, morning, sweet cheeks. Morning, Billy. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Rob says, just here to say you're amazing and I love your content. Thank you so much, dude. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Unless it's night where you're at. But... hello, Rune. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, Rawadi. Good to see ya. Kobe, what's up, dude? Says, sup, bro. Sup, me? What's up? Matt says, wake and bake it. Oh yeah, is there any other way? Wake and bake, night and bake. Midday break, bake. Midday break, break, bake. There we go. Barbara says, are your stories all true? Thank you. For the most part, unless I have it labeled creepypasta or something like that, then it's claimed as true. My personal stories are all true, whether some people believe them or not. They're true. That's why I'm always so hesitant to share my stories, but all the other ones that I get, I can't obviously say if they're true because I wasn't there, but they are claimed as true. The ones that I have labeled as like creepypasta or something like that, those ones are not true. RW Art says the best smoke is from colored ink powder. I'm not sure. I've never done that. I do have the colored smoke as well. I got the gray ones, and then I also have different colors and stuff too. So the colored ones is what I was testing the smoke patterns with before I'd actually used my other ones. Vegito Blue, thank you so much. Nice little face. I see that little face. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. My cousin gonna see that little face too. Barbara says, okay, thank you. I've been asking forever. Yeah, sorry. Chat goes by kind of quick. I try to talk to as many people as I can, but it gets rough sometimes, you know? Yeah, rough. Good morning, Hayes Hughes. Some kind of wonderful. Nice. I like that. It took me a second. I was like, what is that? It says, hi from California. 4 a.m. and it's raining. Perfect ambience. Whose Barbies are you burning? They're yours, aren't they? Your stories and the comic flair you add sometimes. Smiley face. Yes, that Barbie is mine. Well, it was mine. And fun fact, there's actually a blood capsule in its head because I cut the back of its skull open and threw in some Dracula blood that expired like 4 years ago that I kept for crafting purposes, hoping that once the head melted, then the blood would ooze out the eyes. Turns out the Barbie just kind of fell over a limp because, who would have guessed? Melting plastic is soft. So next time I gotta get a metal coat hanger and put it inside to hold it up. Yeah. But yeah, I went to Goodwill and bought those just so I could burn them. The lady at the checkout was like, oh, some little girl's going to be so lucky. And I'm like, no, I'm going to put them in a circle and burn the one in the middle. And her face was amazing. I love that. Miss Bellatrix, thank you so much. Says, you're my favorite YouTuber, and I hope your family are keeping together and strong during this time. I really do appreciate that. And I think we have actually been really strong. Like, there's a lot of family coming up that I didn't think was going to show up, honestly. So I think during this time, you know, everyone's kind of banding together. It's really nice. And I'm also really happy I'll be able to see them as well. Max says, best wishes from Russia. Thank you, Max. Best wishes back from the US of A. Have you seen It Chapter 2 finale trailer? No, I have not. In fact, I didn't even finish watching It number 1. I fell asleep like 5 minutes into it and then woke up at a jump scare. And I remember looking at the screen, it was pretty gory, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I went to bed. So I still need to watch number 1 again. Angelo said, how did you find out you have a good voice for storytelling? I started recording my voice. Honestly, I had no idea people would enjoy my voice. I started listening to scary stories and ran out of scary stories, so I went home and started recording on my cell phone. People started listening, and over time, more people started listening. So that's, I guess, the best way I found out. IG says, love you, bro. I appreciate that. Thanks so much, dude. Or do that. JJ says, I'm preparing for a competitive exam. Competitive exam? Ooh, that sounds interesting. And I have to study for 16 hours a day, only able to get 4 hours of sleep, and you help me fall asleep. Thank you. I'm glad I can help you in some way, someday. But just remember, break time is just as important as studying sometimes. Not like you can just take a break all the time. But your mind needs that release to come down off of everything. That way you can properly absorb it. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're keeping a couple hours for yourself to just do whatever. Stare at a tree. Watch a tree grow. Get a little, what the hell are those ones? Those little Chinese ones that everyone's always trimming. Bonsai tree. Get a bonsai tree. And a little Zen garden. There you go. Just Mitchell. I'm jealous when other people have great voices. I sound like a frog. Frogs aren't bad. Ribbit. Yeah, frogs aren't bad. A lot of people like that frog sound, so you should be good. Leshagor says, you, Corpse Husband, and Southern Cannibal have always been my core faves to fall asleep to. Love you. Thank you so much. That's a great list right there, too. Thank you, Gothic Rose. Good to see you. Says your maker, you're awesome. It's really good to see you. It's been a little while. I haven't been able to chat with everyone like I used to since I'm back to working full time. Feels like I used to always be in my comments, always in my Discord, all that stuff, but it's kind of taking a toll working, you know? Elaine says, watching a tree grow is meditation, dude. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so I think what we'll do is I will play 1 or 2 stories from the new video. The second story is going to be one that I read live during my last live stream, but I actually got permission for the story, so I re-narrated it properly. And the first story you're going to hear, you'll still want to watch the video when it comes out, because the first story, you're not going to see it on screen here, but they did include a photo of the vehicle after the incident that they talk about. So, yeah, that'll be something extra in the actual video when it's released. Like, I don't know, probably like 12, 14 hours, something like that. But, yeah, I'll do that. Can you tell me what is the name of your microphone? Henry. My microphone's name's Henry. No, not really. It's a MXL 990, and it's using a Scarlett 2i2 USB interface. And I have that plugged into my Asus, some old gaming laptop. Yeah. Have I ever done a face reveal? Yes, I've done a lot of face reveals, actually. So you can Google search it, and you'll find it really easy. There you go. Or even just search my videos on my channel. If you go to my channel, click videos, there's a search bar towards the top. You can type in face reveal, and boom, right there. Good morning, Angel. Yeah, Master Chief. A lot of people fall asleep to the stories. I guess it makes sense. I used to listen to them at work personally. That's where it would help me. That's where I first got into the stories. Is it helps pass a work day really fast. And yeah, there's a lot of people that enjoy sleeping to them. Me personally, I listen to like a documentary, whether it be like Egyptian stuff. I like to learn things, and it's something at least I can just pass out, and it's not going to change, you know. So yeah. Cheryl's like, I googled you and I see your face. Creepy. Good morning, Katie. Just in time for some stories. I'm about to mute myself and play a couple stories real quick. Let's Get Crafty says, love your voice. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Bridget says, you make work bearable. I'm glad I can help you out there. Work can be very excruciating. Is that the word? No, it's not excruciating. It's troublesome. It can be troublesome. Take that as you will. How do you feel about cryptids and aliens? I love aliens. I love them. I'm gonna marry those aliens. I wish I had more alien stories. Those are honestly one of my favorite topics when it comes to like paranormal. Hussein, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm gonna start a couple stories real quick, and yeah. And I will add that I will adjust the volume. I'm gonna turn it down so that way it doesn't blast your ears out immediately. I'm gonna turn it down and then work it up, just so you know. Giggity. This was 2 through 3 years ago in India, and my father and I were driving home from a wedding. I don't know how much y'all know about weddings over here, but this was a 3-day event that involved the entirety of 2 middle-of-nowhere-nothing villages. It was a huge deal, and we were the only white people the majority of these folks had ever seen. So, beyond the bride and groom themselves, we were the best guests. This meant near constant attention, no relaxation or any time to ourselves, and sleep came in the form of a concrete slab of a bed with a thin blanket over it, nestled snugly in between apparently every drunk uncle the village could hold, all passionately arguing for hours about something in Hindi. Hold on one sec, I gotta fix my audio. I think it was maybe the music, which also constantly blared from concert-sized speakers through the whole village. It was safe to say by the time we left the wedding we were already extremely sleep-deprived and out of it. This isn't even the fun part, though. Through an odd chain of events that isn't totally related to this story, while driving home on the single-lane road that had traffic in both directions, dodging donkey carts, groups of scooters, and other drivers at about 120 kilometers per hour, 72 miles per hour for us freedom uniters out there, we get in a head-on collision. I remember realizing what was going to happen a few seconds before it did. Closing my eyes, loosening my body, making sure my tongue would be okay, and then bam! The world turned upside down, and then again, and one more time. Our car flipped 4 times, landing upside down in an overgrown field near the spot of the accident. The other car was mostly gone, and what was left of it was still on the road. Glass was everywhere. My dad was unconscious, my lehenga was ripped to shreds, and there were suddenly voices all around me. I remember being extremely confused and dazed. And I hurt. Why did I hurt? Dozens of people had apparently stopped to flip the car back over to help the American tourists out. A few people pulled me out through the left-hand broken window and immediately went back in to help my father on the driver's side. I, extremely confused, exhausted, and scared, most likely concussed, I later found out definitely concussed, wandered over to the road on the other side of the demolished car. I could hear a siren in the distance. An ambulance? Cops? I didn't pay attention. Where were my shoes? Suddenly, a man had his arms around my shoulder and was ushering me to an unknown white car a small distance from the wreck. "I will take you to the hospital," he said. I asked where my father was and a few other questions. He mostly ignored me. "He is fine, come on." He pushed me forward, and in a daze I followed, asking about my things, my shoes, my dad. All I had was my phone, which was still in a death grip in my hand. He ignored me. "Do not worry. Hurry, get in the car." I did as I was told, though I remember asking a few more times about my shoes. I was barefoot and limping. I remember being focused on my right foot, how it wouldn't work, basically ignoring the guy guiding me away from the accident and the rest of the people. Why did it hurt so much? And where was my bag? The man urged me forward some more, promising that my things were fine. He had them already. Just get in the car. I was barely paying attention, slowly following. Where was my dad? At that point, I guess the man decided I wasn't moving fast enough. He wrenched my phone from my hand, maneuvered me into the back seat, and slammed the door behind me. He was walking around to the driver's side when an ambulance pulled up. I struggled with the door, saying I'll get into the ambulance instead, that my dad must be there. And where were my things? "No!" He slammed the door again, locking it this time. "Be quiet." At this point, I started crying and was still confusedly trying to open the locked door, blubbering that I needed my things. He insisted he was helping and to shut up. Shut up, shut up. He rushed around, opened the driver's side door, and was about to get in when I heard an almost roar-like sound erupt to my left. Suddenly, my father was there, bleeding, limping, ignoring the chaos all around us, and angrier than I've ever seen him. "Get my fucking daughter out of your fucking car!" He grabbed the man, who was almost halfway in the vehicle at this point, and threw him onto the ground, unlocked the back door, and rushed around to pull me out. "Dad, where are my shoes? Does he still have my phone?" I obviously asked to thin air, as my father was already back a few feet away, shouting, hands around the man's throat, demanding my phone. With a terrified look, the man pulled it out of his pocket and threw it several feet away, causing my dad to drop him on the pavement in one swift motion and bound after the device. At that point, the man hurriedly climbed into his car and sped away while I made my way to the back of the waiting ambulance, still not really processing what had just happened. My dad materialized on the bench next to me a few seconds later, my cracked phone in hand, and enveloped me in a huge hug while saying how scared he was. The paramedics moving all around us, securing everything and preparing for the drive to the hospital. Everything after that is a story for another time. But to the random Indian man who most likely tried to abduct me from the accident, let's not meet again. I met Lucy for the first time when she fell asleep on my arm on the bus. When she woke up, she gave me a really weird look before shambling off the bus. I figured she was weirded out that I didn't wake her up sooner, so I kicked myself for being a creep and went on with my day. Can't win 'em all. I was thrown for a hell of a loop when her whole friend group was sitting by my usual spot on the bus the next day. Being an awkward teen, I wasn't about to turn down any kind of positive attention. I got to know her friends and ended up on good terms with her before I realized I hadn't asked her name. I'm hard of hearing, so I didn't hear her when she said her name. Lucy, right? Yeah. Lucy and I had your typical high school courting process. That is to say, she was overwhelmingly forward, and after a few weeks I got the hint. As we were getting close, Lucy would fixate on learning about my past heartbreaks and finding out about my personal life. I'm a serial oversharer, so I really didn't mind talking about myself, but she would constantly butt in saying how fucked up things were and that she'd kick my friends' asses for hurting me like that. I was weirded out. Even at 16, I knew that was cringy and I was going through my emo phase. The thing that really bugged me at the time was that she'd ask so much about me, but she would never say anything about herself. It made me feel shitty always venting and never helping her out. During this time, she missed a few days, and I let another girl sit by me since it was an overcrowded bus and I didn't think it mattered. When Lucy came back and saw me with another girl, you'd think she was shot. She just about ran to the seat behind us and started going off. I can't remember what exactly Lucy said, but the other girl never talked to me again after that. Once her arrival was gone, Lucy reclaimed her spot next to me and all was sunshine and rainbows. Nobody ever asked to sit in Lucy's spot after that. Lucy always had a crude sense of humor, but after a while things started getting hurtful. She would take jabs at my insecurities, and any time I got upset about it, she would give me shit for not being able to take a joke. These jokes usually stopped just shy of outright insulting me. When Lucy wasn't breaking me down, she was super affectionate. She would sleep on my chest while we rode home on the bus, and she'd even talk about herself from time to time. I don't remember the first time she hit me. It seems like something that would have been burned into my memory, some kind of cinematic moment in my life. Honestly, it all just blended together after a while. I know it started off small though, flicking me and playful slapping. By the end of it, she would elbow me in the ribs for telling a bad joke. It didn't register as anything abusive until she slammed me into a wall while we were walking through the hallway after class. I told her a shitty joke and she shoved me so hard into the wall. She laughed because of the sound I made before shoving me again. People were going through the halls with us, but they didn't do anything. Sometimes I wonder what they thought of me. I didn't dump her after the hallway incident, but I did start standing up for myself. We started getting into a lot of fights after that. Of course, they only ever ended in one of two ways. She was right, or it was an honest mistake. I tried to break things off a few times around that time, but every time I did, she had a new sob story that I hadn't heard before that made her actions totally understandable. I let it get in my head that she was some tragic soul and that I could help her. I convinced myself there was something noble about taking the abuse, and nobody I knew tried to step in and stop me. I finally got the nerve to dump her after 3 major things happened within a 3-week span. First, I found out she was taking pictures of me while I wasn't looking and posting them online. The weird thing was that I only found out because she showed me. It felt gross seeing a bunch of nearly identical pictures of me not facing the camera.
You got them sugar
The way she showed me was worse.
Let me get some numb.
She seemed excited, like I'd be happy she invaded my privacy. The second weird thing happened when I tried to wake her on the bus. After about a half hour on my chest not saying anything, I nudged her shoulder since we were at our stop, and she just got up, looked me in the eyes, and told me she wasn't asleep. Combined with the pictures, this seemed really weird to me. She didn't try to be cute or romantic or anything. Just, I pretend to sleep on you sometimes. Like, what the hell? The breaking point came when she was showing off some award she got from school. There was something off about the award. It didn't have her name on it. Oh no, it had a name. It even had a picture of her smiling on it. The problem is, it wasn't addressed to Lucy. You can't imagine what I felt when I found out I didn't know my girlfriend's name. A few days later, we got into our usual fights and I broke things off. Lucy always was the persistent type. She would sit a few rows behind me on the bus and stare at me while I went to my car after getting off the bus. Looking at her wouldn't make her stop. It felt like she wanted me to know she was watching me. One day when she got on the bus, she looked me right in the eyes for a solid 20 seconds while she walked past me to her new seat. I'm pretty sure she was expecting me to say something to her. The next year I graduated and got a retail job. End of story, right? I thought so too. It was the start of Christmas season and I was working cashier that night. Lucy came into the store I was working at. Random chance. It had been a year and a half since we broke up at this point, so I wasn't happy to see her, but surely we could pretend it wasn't weird. She gave me the look the squirrel on Ice Age gives his nuts. She grabbed something from the front and went right into my line. She didn't say a word to me, but she wouldn't break eye contact and she was swaying like an excited toddler. It hurt to look at her. I rang her up silently and waited for her to leave. Then I looked at the other cashier for support and he told me she was giving him weird vibes. I got this really bad gut feeling after she left. Lucy became a regular at our little shop. She would come in and creep out my coworkers, and she never really tried to hide what she was doing. One of the other cashiers mentioned how often she came in and asked her about it when she was checking her out, and she said she was visiting me. She didn't say my name, but she described me. After that, whenever she showed up, someone would make a note of it on the radio. She was usually in one of the areas bordering my workspace. I heard about her a lot more than I saw her, so I think she was hiding from me. She never got banned from the store despite many complaints because the managers were penny-pinching assholes who would sell any one of us out to get sales up. I know Lucy was responsible for at least one resignation from my workplace. Someone who looked like me caught her staring a few times and heard how often she came. After a while, the stress just wasn't worth minimum wage. The last time I saw Lucy at the store was a little over a year ago now. I was hanging out with one of the girls in the back while we were loading up the carts with stuff we had to stock. We were right by the back entrance, so you could see right in from the store proper. I left to put up the stuff in my cart, and when I came back, I saw her. She was standing about 40 feet from the back entrance, still as a statue. I froze when I saw her. I watched her stare into the back for what felt like hours before she suddenly turned and walked briskly away. The girl I was talking to was still in the back when I got back. She was a lot more awkward after that. The girl quit 3 days later, just about crushing my ribs when she hugged me goodbye. She hated her job, so I'd like to think it didn't have anything to do with Lucy, but I don't know. I left the store not too long after that and got a job that didn't involve customer service. That wasn't the last time I saw her, though. Over the summer after taking my new job, I had a mental breakdown. I convinced myself that I was unlovable and that Lucy was the only person I could possibly be with. I left the house without any conceivable plan to find her. With the stars in the sky lit by street lamps, I saw her.
I touched that
She was
butthole.
with another girl. I got so close I could almost touch her before I snapped to my senses. I thought about her stalking me at the store, and I realized I was becoming her. I ran home and cried that night. The last time I saw Lucy was last week. I was walking home from work and decided to stop for dinner. I thought I saw her in line, but convinced myself it was someone else. I ordered and sat down to eat. I was looking out the window while I ate, and she took the table between me and the window I was looking out of. She was with some guy that looked vaguely familiar. Maybe a school friend? She was sitting at an angle, so she was half looking at him, and every few seconds she could look right at me. I know it was her. She changed her hair. It looks an awful lot like mine now. After I finished, I went to the bathroom because I felt sick. After washing my hands, I looked into the mirror and I felt like I could die. It hadn't occurred to me before, but I was wearing my work uniform, complete with the company name on my hat in big letters. She was reading my hat. Lucy hasn't been to my current job yet, but I'm sure she'll turn up eventually. I'm moving soon, so I'm just hoping I'm not here anymore when Lucy turns up. Lucy's been a part of my life for the last 4 years. We dated for 4 months in high school and she keeps turning up. I wasn't a paragon of mental health before I met her, but I feel like she broke me as a person and I'll never forgive her for what she did to me. Since her abuse and her stalking, I've developed serious trust issues, get painfully nervous leaving my house, and people who show interest in me immediately put me on edge. I've tried to date since everything happened, but I just can't. I'm too much work at this point, so I've decided I'll stay single until I can work through my issues. Alright, we'll go ahead and save the other stories for when the video actually goes live later on. And thank you so much, JMO. I do appreciate you. It says, best wishes to your cousin, aunt, and the rest of your family. Love ya. Thank you so much. So my laptop's playing the audio as well as my headphones. I don't know how. I've never been able to get audio to come out of two outputs before. But that's what's happening. So I wonder if that's what some of you are hearing, the echo, because I could not get my laptop to shut up. I was afraid that if I tried to turn my laptop to shut up, then it would turn everything off, so yeah. Let me know if that fire crackling is too loud. I can't really tell. And what's up to all the people dropping in the stream? There were a few of you that I didn't get to say hello to. Foxy and Lucy! So good to see you. I thought I saw you earlier, but it was a different name. It was similar. Good to see you. Hope you and the family are doing well. How long do I plan on streaming? Asks Kat. I don't know. Honestly, I debated on even streaming tonight because I have so much to do because I gotta fly out Friday. And I had just went through my email and I found I have to print my tickets for the shuttle service. So I'm glad I went through my email because I would have just shown up and been like, hey, I'm here for my ride. And they would have been like, where's your tickets? And I've been like, fuck. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. Been live about an hour right now. I just wanted to chat with my night crew. Last stream I did was actually, what, like 6? No, it was like 4 or 5 p.m. So I didn't get to chat with a lot of you that I see here because a lot of people have different shifts. So I figured I'd do a night shift as well. Plus, in all honesty as well, I was hoping to help my cousin out a little more because he's had to take a lot of time off of work. And I know he's stressed, and I've been there, and worrying about money's the last thing, so. I know the rest of my family's hella strapped on cash, so I'm pretty much doing everything I can to get that hustle on, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm pitching in a bit of money for him to help him out and all that good stuff, and everything that's generated during this stream, last stream, in between, like I have the last stream public, and I know it's gotten a couple donations since then, and all those are going to him as well. 100% everything I get's going straight to him. So, that's how it's working. And I will say that, like, just so you know, the difference is going to be a little bit different because YouTube does take 30%. That's why I try to push the Streamlabs, the PayPal a little more, is because they take less. So I can give him more type of thing. Plus I can transfer immediately because like I'm not rich either. And yeah, I'll be paying a lot of this out of pocket and just waiting for a month type of thing. So yeah. And Malika, hello. I meant to say hello to you when I was typing, but honestly I couldn't remember how to spell your name and I didn't want to butcher it. So I didn't try to type it out. But hello. I saw you a little earlier too. Robody, I'm glad you made it too. And there's a few people that this is their first live stream. I'm glad you made it. And I really do appreciate you dropping in to say hello. Super cool. Lots of love, Jane. Lots of love. And it's super awesome. And Mr. Tuba, thank you so much. Says, you're a fine young man, Maker. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I wish I was young. But I'm old as shit now. Not really. I'm only 32, but my fucking head feels like it's 80 because I'm going, well, not 80. How old's your grandpa, babe? About 60. I'm about 60. He's got a hair like me. No, it's a little worse off. She's just, no, I mean the hair on my head, not body. She's like, he's a gorilla. Her grandpa is hairy as fuck. Oh my god, I wish I had his body hair, not his body hair. I was gonna say I wish I had his body hair on my head, but I don't want his body hair on my head. I want my own hair on my head, but as thick as his body hair, if that makes sense. Yeah, my wife's sitting across the kitchen right now. I'm actually in my living room, but we have a really open floor plan where we're at, so I can see right into my kitchen. She's just sipping coffee and chilling. So, yeah. For those of you that haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Actually, it doesn't matter. Hit the dislike button. Fuck it. This video is not going to go public, so it doesn't matter. Hit the dislike button. Everyone who's left a like, switch it. Dislike. It's been like, what, 3 or 4 years since I told everyone to dislike instead of... I'm going to do that in one of my... When I get back from Oregon, I'm making a video. I'm going to start it out. I'm going to say, everybody, leave a dislike. Please. I know you might want to leave a like, but you leave a dislike. I haven't done that in years. The funny thing is YouTube really doesn't care about that. As long as someone leaves a like or a dislike, that's all they care about. A dislike is just as important as a like because all they look at is activity on the video. But it's always funny when people come on the video and they're like, I was wondering why there were so many dislikes. Now I know. The cheat code says, let's talk to your wife. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. She actually walked outside. But she would talk a little more, but she's got braces. In fact, she goes for an appointment today to get them jacked up way tighter. She'd had braces for like 2 or 3 years. 3 years. It's been like 3 years now. And they're going in tomorrow. Because like her procedure was pretty advanced. When she was a kid, her tooth... I know I've said this a few times, so sorry if it's a repeat. But when she was a kid, her tooth got smacked on a monkey bar. And it smashed her baby tooth up into her mouth. So then her adult tooth never dropped down. Like her baby tooth stayed there. So it was actually really rotten when we got together. It was kind of gross. Not gonna lie. And she knows that too. But I ended up... our plan was to get it ripped out and have like a bridge put over there. You know, that way it was good. But they said that since her adult tooth was still up there, they could actually bring it down. So what they did is they put braces on. They ripped that tooth out, the baby tooth. And then they went up and just cut the inside roof of her mouth right behind her nose and found the adult tooth, because that's where your teeth stay before they drop. And then they attached a chain to it. And then they brought that chain and attached it to the braces. And they literally pulled her adult tooth down, out, and into where it should be, type of thing. So now she didn't even have to get a fake tooth. She's got a real tooth there now, which is even better. And now her tooth has already dropped. The adult tooth is down where it should be. So now they're going to tighten it all up and get it just all smashed back together, essentially. So, yeah. Crazy procedure. Crazy. Long, too. Very long. She's been handling it like a trooper, though. Like, for a lot of you that don't know if you can have braces or not, or have had braces, you can't eat a lot of shit. Like, she can't eat anything crunchy, chewy, any of that kind of shit. So she's missing a lot of her favorite foods. So I know she's really excited to have it off. And yeah. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy procedure. The surgery was the worst. I had just gotten, there was a company sumo chair. It was in a way earlier video. And if you're looking for a beanbag chair, shout out to them. They do have some fucking comfy beanbag chairs. But they offered to send me a beanbag chair just to review. And if I liked it, you know, throw it in a video. If not, whatever. The owner is a fan of the channel. So he sent it to me and I unpacked it. And then when you get it, you got to like beat the shit out of it. Not even joking. It's like all this condensed foam. I don't know how they got it in a box so small, but man, that shit was sealed. But you got to beat the crap out of it. Just like take out all your anger and aggression and just beat it up, you know, and then just leave it for like 3 days. Kind of like a body. That was a morbid way to say that. But you let it sit for 3 days, it expands. Essentially, it's a massive chair. So it actually worked perfect because she was my test dummy. As soon as the 3 days were up, I put it in the living room. She got home from her surgery. I put her in that chair and she passed out for like 3 days. Not even exaggerating. She wouldn't even like move. She was just so By the end of it, that chair had a nice break in, we'll say that. Kat says, I feel her pain, stomach disease, so I'm restricted too. Ooh. I'm sorry to hear that, and that's like a permanent one too. Well, unless it's something they can turn around. Hopefully it is. Yeah, I'm like scrawny as shit. Those of you who've seen my face reveals, all that kind of stuff, you know I'm really skinny. I've been my entire life. I really think it was because of all the sports I played in school. Like, I was very into sports. We were always in the newspaper for being the championship team and shit like that. But I would play 3 or 4 sports at a time. I'd be doing soccer, play half a game of that, run off to half a game of football, go to karate after that. And that was like my routine. So I think my metabolism just went into overdrive. And I can eat as much as I want, anything I want, and I gain nothing. But if I were to be restricted, I would hate it so much. So I'm sorry you have to go through that. Hussein says, that's crazy. I broke my 2 front teeth when I flew off a ledge with my bike. Ouch. Dude, that would hurt. Especially if they're like not kids' teeth, because at least kids' teeth, you know, they just knock out whatever. But adult teeth, those things are like rooted in there. Cheryl says, your maker should do a dentist and oral surgeon horror story. That would be perfect. Actually, my wife was cleaning out my backpack the other day, and she pulled out a handful of teeth. She's like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, I took those from work. I don't know what I'm doing with them, but I'm going to use them in some footage of some sort because they're creepy. But they're not actual teeth. They're teeth we made and at work, and whether the stain was too light or too dark, you know, it didn't match the other teeth, or we have really high quality control because it's going in someone's mouth for their life. So we have a lot of screw ups that we have. So I kept those in case I wanted to add teeth to something. Yes. Lakota says, you're not skinny. You're scary. Appreciate that. Scary. Call me the Grim Reaper. What the hell was that fucking Tales from the Crypt? There we go. I got that a lot too. Cow Print Pony says 100% the best narrator / voice on YouTube. Appreciate you, dude. Or dudette. V. Clark says, you can eat however much you want if you are active. I'm not active. That's the weird thing. Honestly, I'm going to probably start working out a lot more again because I have one of those weird things. Like, I can eat nonstop and I'll never gain a pound. In fact, I'll lose weight. I always make it a joke because they do contests at work where it's biggest loser. And if you lose the most percentage of your body weight, you get, I think they do iPads normally for like first place. The brand new iPad. So I had joke because I can bulk up really fast. For some reason, like, I build muscle really quick. So if I work out for a few months, like, I get ripped as shit. I think it was because back in the military, they say your muscle has that muscle memory. So like, once you've already been to that point, it's a lot faster to get there. So I joke with them that I'm just going to bulk up, and then come the competition, I'm going to stop working out completely. And then I'm just going to lose a whole bunch of weight and take their iPad every year. But I never do it because that'd be a total dick move, because without a doubt I could win every year. And that's really messed up. Although I should. I could sell those things for like $700 or $800. That's what I'm going to do. Just kidding. Abby, good to see you. Good morning. Thank you so much. It says, LOL, I've stalked long enough. I really have to leave for work now. Safe travels and lots of love and prayers to you and your fam. Wish I could help more. Abby, you help more than enough, and you know this. You're a patron, a channel member. You buy my merch. You donate all the time. Like, you help way more than enough. And I appreciate you. And at least I know that you've been here for a while just stalking in the comments, which I would expect from my long-term fans. We stalk a lot. What? Your chair's broken? Well, thanks for warning me. My wife's chair outside is breaking, and I have this horrible thing. I break so many chairs, it's crazy. But I have so many pictures of it too, because the chair just rips. I sit down. It's one of those fabric chairs that you bring to sporting events. You fold it out. It's got that cup in it. and I'll just tear through those. I think it's because my ass is so bony. It's like a point. A lot of people, they have cushion in their ass, so it spreads, has that nice surface area. Mine's bony as shit. So it's all my weight in like 2 little nubby ass points. My wife's just sitting here laughing. So I think that's what happens, is my nubby points put so much weight on there that it just rips the fabrics and I fall on my ass. You know. Nina says, get a life, bro. I need a life. I need a life. Between working full time, trying to come do some YouTube videos. Jeebus. Man, this video that'll be out later today took me like 5 hours to do, not including the time to get permission, read through all the stories, all that kind of stuff. Like, I got home from work yesterday and immediately went straight in to record. Got done recording, went straight to editing, got done, exported it, and then realized I forgot the picture, because the first story that actually you guys just heard that I just played, that story has an actual picture of the car accident that happened. They have a picture of the vehicle. So I forgot to insert that, so I had to insert that and then re-export the video. And I still haven't made a thumbnail. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do for a thumbnail. I hate making thumbnails, but I am slowly learning the process. I knew nothing about anything. I didn't know anything about editing. I knew nothing. I still barely know anything about picture editing. So my thumbnails, that's why they're always like hit and miss. I'm just kind of guessing. But it's a fun process to teach yourself. Yeah. Are you also talking in the background video? Background video. What background video? I'm not sure what you're talking about, my man. Luchagor says, definitely gonna buy some Mercy someday. Some merch? Hell yeah. I'm gonna be trying to come up with some new ideas when I get back to it. I need to hit the merch a lot harder. I feel weird trying to promote. It's weird because like I'll promote a company. Like if it's something I stand behind, like Dollar Shave Club, when they came to me, I was like, fuck yeah. I've been using you guys forever. Of course I'll work with you. So, but I always feel weird promoting my own stuff. In fact, I'm actually wearing one of my shirts right now. I wore it to work tonight. It's got a big old, on the back it says youtube.com/yourmaker69. Just rocking it at work. Jessica DiCataldo, thank you so much for dropping in and showing some love. And like I said, or like it shows on the screen as well, all this, everything I earned today is going straight to my cousin, as I'm sure you know as well. You're always around. But yeah, we're raising some funds to help him out a little bit, especially with all the time he's had to take off. And I love the fact that my aunt's been holding on. I really do. And the only downside is it makes him have to take more time off of work, but I know for a fact it's totally worth it in his eyes. But just trying to relieve some of that stress, you know? So I appreciate you. In fact, every single person that's donated has been helping relieve that stress, and I appreciate you. And even the people just sitting here listening, you guys have been helping, and I do appreciate you. CC says, honestly, your voice is orgasmic. Dang, you must be sensitive if my voice is orgasmic. I appreciate the kind words. Yes, I have a weird sense of humor. I think that's what my wife enjoyed as well. And I guess that was actually something that my cousin's wife enjoyed. I'd never talked to her before. And I was talking to her. She answered his phone when I was calling him like yesterday? Might have even been yesterday, yeah. And she was like, oh, he's coming right now. And I was like, ew, that's gross. And she just started laughing. I guess she actually told my mom about it too. And she's like, that's when I knew I liked him or something like that. But yeah. Amanda, good to see you, says, I lurk because I don't have anything interesting to say. You think what you just said is interesting? It's a joke, obviously. Don't worry about sounding interesting. Just say hello. Unless you just want to lurk. I mean, that's cool. I lurk outside people's windows at night. It's fun when they don't know you're there and you can just watch them. You know? You see them trying to change their channel, find their nice program, and you're like, I got a laser pointer. Let me put it on your television screen. Thank you, the Ghosty Twins says, always wish you the best of luck. I really do appreciate that. Gothic Rose says, I wish I could donate. I don't get paid until tomorrow. Don't even trip, Gothic Rose. Nobody needs to donate. Like, that's not... I mean, I'm here to help my cousin, but the thing is, it's... People donate just randomly when I stream anyways, for no reason. So, this is more or less to let everyone know it's not even going to me. It's going straight to my family to help them out. But, if you did want to donate, you can donate Friday. I will be seeing him Friday. Wait, no, I'll be flying out Friday. I'll be seeing him like Sunday. If you want to do the PayPal, then you can. And I don't know if it lets you leave a message, but I'm also going to be printing out all the people that donated via PayPal. So that way he can see that as well. So all these comments anyone's been leaving all night, he's going to see all those. Because I'm going to print them all out. And same with the PayPal. I'm going to print all that. Evan says, could you tell the scariest story you know? No, I cannot because it's not allowed on YouTube. So I'm sorry. But I do have it up for my patrons and all that. That would be the Lolita sex doll story, and that one is so twisted. Probably easily the worst story, for sure. And J-Mo's like, that's not creepy at all, your maker. Nope, not in the slightest. If they don't see you, they don't know you're there, you know? What they don't know can't hurt them. So if my face is ever pressed against their glass and they wake up the next morning and they're like, why are these nostril holes on my window? Just know that was me. Mr. Beep Beep says, oh my god, I have the same kind of humor. Of course, in my own language. That's awesome. Nico says, ooh, I remember that story. Yeah, it was one that was on the channel a long time ago. And then I deleted it because it was twisted as shit. And a lot of my patrons were like, hey, I want this story. So I was like, shit, alright, let me re-record it. So I did it. Miss Bellatrix says, you're just too sweet, your maker. I try. I'm trying to make up for all the bad things I've done in my life. Nah, I try to just... I was even talking to my wife. I feel like I'm happy with the way I've come out, given my background and everything. And I was even telling her, I really think when I joined the military at 18, like I needed that to shape me into who I am now. Because if I wouldn't have joined the military, I'd honestly probably be a piece of shit. No lie. After my childhood, like that's the shit. Like my mom was amazing, but like, oh my god, her choice in men was fucking atrocious. Although my sister's dad isn't too bad. I was even telling my wife, I got some good memories with him. He's been the nicest out of all of them. Well, except the one she's with now. The one she's with now is like fucking awesome. But they got married after I was already moved out and gone. So unfortunately, I didn't get to enjoy that side of everything. But yeah, the other ones beat the shit out of us. It's fucking crazy. The Doctor's Companion. All things considered, I'm doing well, dude. Thank you so much for dropping in. It says, hi, how are you? I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you made the stream. Luchagor says, looks like I gotta do the patron thing then. I want to hear the sex doll story. Well, if you do join the patron, the easiest way to find it, since it seems like patron doesn't have it a way where I can organize everything for you, link your... patron and your Discord account. And if you don't have a Discord, make it. You're gonna want it. You have a private Discord over there that I gotta try to get in more, but it's hard working. But if you go to the Discord, it's pinned right there at the top, as well as a link to all of my old videos that are actually unlisted. There's over 24 hours of content that people that have been following my channel for 3 years have never even heard, because I unlisted them a long time ago. Very long time ago. Greg says, what is the craziest conspiracy theory you've ever heard? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I can't think of one that off the top of my head. I know I've probably heard some crazy ones. I watch the Joe Rogan podcast occasionally, so I know I've heard some off the wall shit. But I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. Alexa! Hey, what's up? Good to see ya. Glad you made the stream. Hazel says, I love your sense of Hummer. Aw, appreciate you. I like Hummers too. Ever since I was in the military when I got to cruise in the Humvee, I really enjoyed Hummers. They have a stick inside. Well, it's more like a pull switch. It says, this is not cruise control. Because a lot of people, it knows it locks the engine. So you can get to the speed, pull that, and it's going to maintain where you're at. And it's not cruise control, but it works like cruise control. But yeah, I like Hummers too. Yeah, Greg, there's definitely some crazy ones out there. Rejected Driftwood says, what is Discord? Discord's essentially like a chat room type of thing. Yeah. Pretty much like this, but no video. But like you can chat. You can do voice calls if you wanted. Yeah, it's just like a chat room, I guess. Your maker, when's the next gaming stream? Ooh, that's a good question. I was actually almost going to play some video games tonight because I'm going to be gone for a while and I need to finish my Apex things, but I decided I'd rather just chat with people, so maybe I'll do a gaming stream sometime when I get back, once I catch up on everything. Oh, yeah. Evan says, are you a fan of Tales from the Gas Station series? I don't know what that is. I know there's channels with stories like that, but I don't know if they have like a series type of thing. JMO says, gotta jump, do morning stuff, go to work. Glad I caught the stream, safe travels. Thank you so much, JMO. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. I appreciate you sending some love. I really do. Had to burp, had to mute myself. Yeah, I really do appreciate you helping out. And yeah, my cousin will definitely see your dono and your well wishes, so thank you. Miss Bellatrixa, can you please put your Discord link up? Yeah, that's a patron exclusive, so I can't. I can't even let you guys in. It has to be linked with it. The way it's set up is patron, it links it with that type of thing. And the Discord that I had set up privately, there's like 4 people in, and I'm never in there. I'm in there a lot less than I'm in my other one. So, yeah. Alexis says, I thought you'd already left your maker. Nope. Tomorrow's going to be my last day of work, and then I fly out Friday, and then I will be back next Thursday? Next Wednesday? Next Wednesday. Wednesday night, because I'm taking Thursday off of work, and then I'll be back at work that next Friday. So I fly out this Friday, go back to work next Friday. Yeah. V asks, Xbox or PlayStation? PlayStation. Kat says, I have a few stories I could submit, but not sure if they'd be appropriate for the channel or even YouTube. My actual life stories, about 5 of them. One with a crazy ex-boyfriend. Well, I was going to say if you're a patron, you can just send them there. I'll do a patron exclusive with them, but if you're not a patron, that would be kind of fucked up to make you be a patron to hear your own stories. But yeah, if they're not appropriate, I'm not really sure. I've had to nix quite a few stories just because, not that they're not scary, but just that they're not appropriate, whether they're too sexualized or something like that. You know. Miss Bellatrix says, oh, I'll have to find it on there. What are we trying to find on there? Can you please Discord link up your maker? Oh yeah, if you have you just gotta link your patron, because I think you're a patron. So yeah, you just link your patron in your Discord. So if you already have a Discord, go to patron, and I want to say you go to your settings, and then it's like all the way at the bottom, it's link an account. I've had to walk a couple people through, but it's been a really long time. But if you just Google how to link patron and Discord, it'll walk you right through it. King Chris says, hola, your maker, love your stories. What's up, dude? I'm glad you enjoy them. Viking71 says, Minecraft or Fortnite? Ooh, I don't know. It depends on my mood. I could do some Minecraft. I used to play that. I could do Fortnite. I used to be addicted to that. Right now, my Apex grind is what's going on. But yeah. Greg says, I put up a story on Reddit about an abandoned old bedroom that I thought was my attic. That sounds interesting. You can just forward me a link if you want through my email, yourmaker6260@gmail.com, if you wanted to submit it, that is. Yeah. Chocolate shit. Good to see you, dude. Or dudette. I think you were in the last stream. I said, I like potatoes. Nice, dude. Nice. Mr. Tuba says, was he the doctor? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the Lolita story where he was the doctor amputating her limbs? Yes. Yes. Batman or Superman? Superman for sure. For sure. Your maker, you should try playing Rainbow Six Siege on stream. Oh man, I haven't played Rainbow Six Siege in like 2.5 years. That used to be my main game. I was on that stuff so much. Like, I have a lot of time in that game, but I just, I fell out of it. But yeah. Mr. Beep Beep asks, your maker, how many stories are actually true? I can't give you an honest answer. I would like to say like 80 to 90%, but it's hard to say, you know. People make things. I had one story, fun behind the scenes. Not even fun, actually. I guess that's the wrong word to say. Some behind the scenes. I had a story that was submitted to me. Some of you might remember this, but it was a story about a young lady who had a kid, and she was murdered or something by an ex-lover. There's a reason I'm not getting into too much detail, even though it was on my channel at one point. But essentially, about 1.5 years after I posted it, the chick who I thought had submitted it reached out to me on Facebook and said, hey, I hear there's a story about my sister on your channel. And I don't remember the exact words, but she was essentially saying she didn't write it or submit it. And the thing is, when I got the story, they submitted pictures as proof of who they were, all that. And I reverse searched all the pictures. You know, I had my wife helping me. I try to take all the precautions I can to prove the story, make sure it's not just something copy pasted. So I reverse searched the pictures and there was nothing. And she actually even said, she's all, I don't know where you got that picture. It was of the lady and her daughter. She's all, I don't know where you got that picture. None of our family even has that picture. And she was mentioning, you know, how she was going to go to the police because she was worried about it. Because this person even made a fake email with her name and a fake YouTube channel. And every comment on the video they were replying to. And they kept replying to me via email. So, like, that was really weird. I told her I was unlisting it. So that way when she got in touch with the police, if they needed to refer to the video, they could, type of thing. Because for all I knew, like, I don't know if the killer... Because she did get murdered. But I didn't feel right asking if she didn't submit the story. I didn't ask how it happened. So for all I know, like, the murderer was the one looking for some fucking weird attention, submitted the story. Like, I don't know. Regardless, I made it unlisted so the police could refer to it if need be. So honestly, dude, I couldn't give you an accurate answer on how many stories are true, because even the ones I think are true, sometimes I find out years later they're not. So yeah, that was a really fucked up story. I felt so bad after that because I try to take all the proper precautions to make sure that it's not just something like that. But yeah, I hope they figured it out too, Game Wolf. I should reach out to her again and see, but I just kind of feel bad, you know, like I just kind of got thrown into their life for no reason, you know. So what was my MOS? I was a 21 Bravo combat engineer. Bila says, your maker, how you doing, from Prescott? Not doing bad at all. Waiting for these monsoons to finally hit us, that's for sure. Donna, I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for asking. Jessica says, hope you have a safe trip. It's terrible to hear about your aunt, and my sincere sympathy to you and your family. I really do appreciate that, Jessica. Yeah, I was nervous about my trip. Just like the traveling of it. I always did, even before I'd take like Greyhound. I used to take a lot of Greyhound. I've taken like 3-day, 4-day Greyhound trips just cross country randomly. But I always get nervous for my trips, and then the day or two before I'm just not nervous anymore. And I'm right at the stage where I'm not nervous, so everything should be good. The flight's like 2.5 hours. The longest bit of it is going to be the driving. Like it's a 3.5, 4 hour drive to Vegas, and then 2.5 hour flight, and then from Portland to where I'm going, it's like 6 hours, and then from there to my aunt is like 3 or 4, and then I'm gonna, yeah, a lot of driving. Lakota says 31 Bravo, Army National Guard. Appreciate your service, dude. Appreciate you. Good morning, Miss Mandy Moon from California. We got Granny's BS from Cali as well. Says Cali in the house too. Mysterious Bush says, "Your maker, do you still live in Kansas?" No, I left Kansas, how long ago was it? Like 9 years ago? 9 years, something like that. I think it was right around 9 years ago is when I left Kansas for the last time. I'm in Arizona right now. Subs B says, "Love from Britain. Watching you for years, my dude." I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the long time support. Cornish Clan says, "I've come here right at the end." Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to be winding down the stream. Been live an hour and a half, and I got to get to bed for work again. And I have so much to... I still got to pack. I got to pack everything up. My goodness. My goodness. Subs B says, "Crazy to hear your voice not being creepy." Yeah, I could see how it'd be different if you're hearing me narrate all the time and now you're hearing me just talk, so... Mr. Tuba, it appears we're not in Kansas anymore. Damn you, Toto. Morgana, thank you so much. Says, "I hope your aunt gets all the time she needs. Your cousin is amazing for taking care of her. I'm off to join Patron after this. Have a safe trip." Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate that. And he's definitely going to be hearing that message as well. And, yeah, I know I'm surprised with how he's been holding up. I think he's just right now really like emotionally overextended, I guess is the best way to put it. But my other cousins, the younger ones, they've just, we've been crying together pretty much like on the phone. But, and you know, it's just life. We'll get through it together. But I really do appreciate you, and that's going to help him out a lot. Straight Up says, "You should collab with Lazy again. Love your content, dude." I would love to, but Lazy's been traveling a lot. He's been going from Japan back home, back to Japan, back home, back to Japan. I miss collaborating with Lazy, Be Busta, Corpse Husband. I need to reach out to Corpse and say, "Yo, boy, we need to collaborate again, boy." And he'd be like, "What's wrong with your voice?" And I'll be like, "Shut up, boy. Read this story for me, boy." Yeah, I miss collaborating with all them. We used to be like such good friends. We have a private Twitter chat, you know, that we're all in, and I don't even think we talk in that anymore. Although I don't get Twitter notifications a lot, so I never know if I have a message or not without going in and looking. JFY Pools Inc. says, "Hi, your maker. You were the first narrator I started listening to." I appreciate that, dude. I'm glad I could be your person that brings you into the genre. Evan says, "What's the creepiest thing you have experienced?" I don't know. I remember there was a time I don't even know if I was hitchhiking, but someone offered me a ride. And I remember getting in the truck, and I remember going somewhere, and I started panicking. I was like, this doesn't look like the way I'm going. And then I don't remember anything else. Sounds fucked up, doesn't it? I don't remember what happened after that. I think I just got where I was going. We're just gonna like that's what I just tell myself. I got where I was going. I'm good. Yeah, that would probably be the creepiest thing. I think it's even creepier that I don't remember what the fuck happened. My asshole didn't hurt, so that's a good thing, I guess, right? Greg says, "I sent over links to the story and the update. I'll have another update soon with more pictures." Thank you very much, dude. Also, Greg, would you mind if I had a narrator buddy of mine, Mr. Black Pasta, narrate it? Because we've been working on a collab for like in 6 months, but I told him I'd get him a newer story to narrate. So if you're cool with that, I'll check it out and maybe send it to him, have him narrate for our collab we're doing. But those of you that don't know Mr. Black Pasta, very talented narrator. I wish I could do the effects that he does. Like his stories really get me into the stories, you know? Like he's got some talent. So if you haven't looked him up, check him out for sure. Very underrated channel. Very underrated. Just one random chick says, I will be praying for you, Mr. Maker, and all your family. I'm really sorry. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. LJ Simpleton says, it's afternoon for me. Well, aren't you fancy? Nice. Yeah, I think it's awesome that it's always a different time where all around the world, you know. Sometimes you kind of lose sight of that when you're just so wrapped up in your own life, and then you start talking to people and they're like, man, it's not like 6 a.m. here. Like 3 p.m. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. There's other places around here. Cat's like, I was just gonna say, they touched your butt. I don't know what happened. I don't even remember where the fuck I was going on that trip. Admir says, I remember watching one of your stories and I fell asleep. Ended up having a nightmare. Yeah, I could see that happening for sure. The Ghosty Twin says, you know what is funny? I have a twin and our real names are April and June. How would you feel about being named months? Yeah, that would be interesting. Hi, my name's February. How you doing? V says, it's cool that you interact with us. A lot of YouTubers don't do that anymore. Yeah, I've noticed that. That's why I try to interact with people more. It's because there's streams that I watch as well, and it feels like they don't interact with their chat too much. I will admit it's hard when you're playing like video games or something like that, but when you're just chilling in front of a microphone. Also, when I tell my stories or something like that, I don't even look at the screen, so I miss a lot of comments. Not that I'm trying to ignore people, but when I'm telling a story or just recounting one of my memories, I don't look at the chat because I don't want to get distracted, because that will happen. Moises says, what inspired your YouTube name? Video games. It's my gamer tag. Has been for a very long time, since like PlayStation 2. But yeah. Are you picking at your nails or something? No, that's fire crackling. Gosh, enjoy the fire crackling, okay? But no, if anything, I'm lightly itching my arm because I got 80 shots Monday because they were testing for allergies, because we're trying to still figure out my health issues. So like my arm's itchy as shit. Turns out my biggest allergy is cats. And we have 2 cats, and one of them will never leave my side. That fat cat, the one who's actually an emote for the channel, I'm allergic to him. Yeah. Turns out I'm allergic to dogs, cats, cedar, mesquite, which I'm glad I found that out because I smoke a lot of my foods in mesquite. So I'm not going to be smoking no turkeys and mesquite anymore. And a whole bunch of other shit too. I don't know how to pronounce it anyways, but I don't remember. I already knew penicillin, all that kind of crap, but yeah. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, so my arm's pretty itchy still. Gothic Rose says, I love interacting with my viewers. It's the best. It really is, you know? Like, you wouldn't be anywhere without your viewers, so... It's nice to actually get to know people. And there's people, like, I have such a great relationship with. There's actually a few people that I have on my private Facebook, so they know what my wife looks like. They know my wife's name. They know, like, my family. It's kind of creepy, but... Yeah, there's a few people I've added to my private Facebook just because they've been around the channel for, like, ever. Yeah. Like Jackie Marcucci? Jackie Marcucci. She's on my private Facebook. Yeah. And I don't want to say the other people because I don't know if they'd want their real names out there. But yeah, I have four subscribers that over the span of 5 years, I've developed enough of a relationship that I've added them to my private Facebook. And it's probably going to be another one because I know there's another person that I'd like to invite. So, thank you so much, JFY Pools Inc. I appreciate you, dude. And I know my cousin will as well. Thank you. How's the bunny you saved? Actually, you will find out in the next video, at the end of the next video. There's an update about that little bunny. I saw him again the other day. Fila says, I hope not allergic to the pigs. Yeah, I thought I was going to be, but I'm not even allergic to their hay. Yeah, I'm not allergic to Timothy hay. They don't have a test for guinea pigs. So I think I'm allergic to them because when Rex, he's one of the guinea pigs, when he touches me anywhere that's not my hand, if he touches my arm at all, even the tiniest touch with his nose, I immediately break out and get itchy. So I really still think I'm allergic. I thought I was allergic to their hay, but I might actually be allergic to them, which would make sense. It seems like I'm allergic to every animal type of thing, so yeah. Admir says, how many times have you recorded the same video because you messed up? A lot. And there's times I'll get through a 30-minute story and I'll realize that I had my laptop microphone on instead of my actual microphone, so I'll have to re-record. There's times where my program stopped recording as soon as I started the story, so I gotta re-record. Like, it happens a bit. A lot. A lot. Robert was like, that was it! I was looking for the video where you saved a little critter. I think it was in my... If you go in my videos, I think it was 7 True Scary Stories. I think it was in that video at the end. I think that was the one. But I do have an update that'll be coming out in the next video with pictures of the little bunny. And you'll never guess where the fuck he is. And if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you probably already saw the pictures, but yeah. Anai says, hi, good morning. I've been wondering where you have been. I've been around. I did a stream a couple days ago as well. Just been really busy with everything going on, all that stuff. In fact, I'll probably be ending the stream in a minute. I'm debating right now if I want to play a couple more stories. But I don't know. Maybe I will. Cow Print Pony says, I'd love to see more England-based stories. Yorkshire are ones that are extra creepy because it's so close to home. Well, fun fact, next video is going to have an England story. Yes. The next video title is actually 4 true scary stories from around the world. One's Indonesia, one's North England? I think it's North England. I don't know, it might be the next story I just play right here in a second. One's somewhere, I don't know where it is. And then, where's the other one? Indonesia, England, India. I think the other one was India. I think. Yeah. Miss Mandy Moon says, please tell your cousin to reach out for help with all the emotion he is having to process in a short amount of time. I most definitely will. And I actually just told him today, because I was going to surprise him with the donations and stuff and just kind of have it be a relief. But I didn't want him to stress more, so I actually told him today, I was like, hey man, you know, I got a little bit of cash I'm going to be sending your way. So I'm trying to help alleviate some of his stuff. Miss Bellatrix, so please play the gay frog story. I can't. That's a patron exclusive. I mean, I could, but I'd have to find the first part because some people wouldn't know what the fuck's going on. Yorkshire. Okay. Good to know. Yorkshire. Thank you, Calprint. Now I know. Oh, and Robert right behind saying the same thing. Yeah, I played the India one earlier. Okay, yeah, that was the first one. The second one was the one that was just somewhere. I didn't know where it was. So that means the next one's going to be the one from England, and then the last one's gonna be the one from Indonesia. Right? I think. I don't know why I said right to you, not like you know. Well, some of you will know. Patrons, members, you guys have watched it since 24 hours ago. You should do some words in a British accent. My last live stream, I was trying that. As soon as I was trying to do an English accent, because as soon as I read the part where he's like, I'm from Northern England, I was trying to do accents, and they turned out horrible. Horrible. Mr. House says, you should save your live streams so we can rewatch them. I do have them saved. It's just no one ever watches them. In fact, my last live stream is available on the channel, public right now, but it's only got 6,000 views. Yeah, because those ones don't seem to get views. Hence why I prefer to just make those ones unlisted. Yeah. But no, yeah, you can go watch my last live stream. But once I get back from Oregon, I'm gonna unlist it. So, yeah, just so you know. Nisa says, I'm in New Zealand. I've never heard a horror story from there, but I live in fearful hope. I have done one from New Zealand. Yeah, that broke on my way out. Was it on the porch? Behind the car. Oh, yeah, I was getting out of the car and the lanyard caught and it just like ripped off of my keys. I know, it just completely sheared it. I'm sad. Oh, did it just bend it? Oh, okay, so I can bend that back. Cool.
I'm a strong man. I can bend it back. I'm super strong. Watch me. Are you watching? I'm being strong.
Thank you, babe. You're what? Oh, her Roadrunner. We have a Roadrunner that comes and knocks on our window. It tries to mess with Fat Cat, Thumper. And then every day he comes and knocks on the window and just stands there and looks. Jade, thank you so much for the well wishes. I appreciate you. Hello, Opal. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Heather. Did I move to Oregon? No, I did not. I'm going to Oregon to visit my aunt. I did move to Oregon years ago. In fact, I moved there when I was 13 or 14. I ended up tearing my ligaments in high school in California, playing some weird game right in my groin, and I couldn't walk. And that was the last day I ever went to school in California because we moved shortly after that. And then from up there in Oregon, I joined the military, and then that was the first time I ever left the West Coast and dealt with humidity. And then after the military, I moved here? Yeah, I moved here to Arizona, where I'm at right now. And then got divorced, and then moved back to Kansas, to the same street my daughter passed away on, oddly enough. In fact, my ex-wife gave me shit about that. She's like, why the fuck would you move back to the same street that happened on? I was like, I don't fucking know. But, ended up leaving there and moved back here to Arizona again. Made the dumbass mistake to try to get back with my ex-wife. That didn't fucking work. Don't do that, people. And then started talking to my current wife online. We met on Facebook. She's my sister's best friend from high school. And then I left here and we moved to Oregon together that time. We were there for a couple years and then we moved back down here. Yeah, there's my living history. There you go. Subsby's like, oh my lord, those voices are your personalities. They very well could be. Yeah, they're gonna be those real good personalities. Nisa says, I shall hunt down your New Zealand story. It was a while ago. It was a while ago. But good luck. Good luck. Chocolate shit was like, strong man.
Yes, I'm such a strong man, baby. Are you proud? Come feel my bicep. Oh, that's not my bicep, but keep touching it. It feels good.
Miss Mandy Moon says, would you consider doing a natural disasters video? I lived through a campfire. I lived through the campfire and was just wondering if you have received any stories about it. Oh, the campfire fire. I think that sounds vaguely familiar. I would love to do stories like that. I was wanting... Actually, there's a lot of different types of stories I've been wanting to do. Natural disasters is a huge one. I was hoping to get some from the Northern Cali fire. Not hoping because people went through it, but like hoping just because there were some fucking crazy stories. And then also in town, we had people that got shot in that Vegas shooting because we don't live too far from Vegas. So when that dude went crazy in Vegas and shot a whole bunch of people,
them sugar buns.
he ended up shooting a few people that were in town that were on vacation out there, but I just don't have the heart to ask people like that. So, but yeah, I'm absolutely interested. I'd love to hear any stories if you have any. Mr. Beep Beep, thank you so much, dude. Says, thanks, your maker. Now I have to go. Tell your cousin to be brave and say hi to your wife. He says, hello, baby.
Hello.
She says, hello. I don't know if you heard. 200 sec. Not much, like $20. Bro, that's more than enough. You don't even have to donate. That's why I've still been chatting with you even when you don't donate. I'm here to just chat with people and those that donate. Like I said, it's just going to my cousin, so. And anything is, you know, it all adds up. It really does. So I really appreciate you, and I know he's going to. My wife says, you suck! I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. Even she's like, I did not.
I almost walked into the counter when you said that.
I'll do that sometimes. I'll just be stupid with my voice. So anything she'll say, I'll do that child thing where I just fucking mimic her. She's like, stop it. And I'll be like,
Stop it. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Lakota says, what about the time you told the story in a lady's voice till it cracked? Yeah, I used to do a lot of voices back in the day.
I'm hungry. Daddy, do you have any sausages? Daddy, can I have a sausage, please? Daddy!
That would be a fun one. I'm gonna have to do that a little more. Maybe in my made-up stories, I'll start doing stupid-ass voices.
I'm a 17-year-old young English woman. Well, I guess you wouldn't say woman because I'm 17 years old.
Glad you enjoy those fake stories, Nico. Yeah, they're always fun. I never know the shit that's gonna come out of my mouth. The only thing I do is I come up with a basic storyline. Like, I want this person to walk to the store. And that's it. And then I just say whatever the hell comes out. Miss Mandy Moon says, I was in the Maine, California wildfire, and I know many people who went through. I'll see if I can get their stories too. To you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, it's not cool you guys had to go through it, but it'd be cool to hear your experiences and share them. Thank you, Nisa. Thank you so much. It says, boop. Appreciate you.
Buns. Let me get some num sugar buns.
Thank you very much, Nisa. Alexa says, so what I miss? Meh, you know, same old, same old. Me just being stupid, you know. I'm the backwards man, I can walk backwards faster than you can. Nicole asks, how did you get started doing videos on YouTube?
It was a dark Sunday morning, and I was realizing I needed a little bit more in my life. I didn't know what to do to fill the void inside, so I started playing PlayStation 2. I was playing SOCOM Combined Assault. I decided to start cheating on the video game, and I had another buddy that would cheat on the video game as well. We decided to send footage back to one another to see who had the best cheat codes. And that was my very first YouTube video.
And then after that, I was working at Toyota, and I did a video with a dude who was I was working with. He was a really short guy, and he did what we called the high kick, and it was the funniest shit ever. And I made a little video with that everybody was kung fu fighting song, and Yeah, that got claimed quick as fuck. They're like, hey, that's an actual song. But then I did video game videos for a few years, and that never took off. And then I started a series called Wacky Worldwide News, and that was just too much work. And then I took a break for a couple years and started listening to stories while I was working. And I ran out of stories, and then I just started recording them. People started listening, and the rest is history. Nora Gonzalez, thank you so much, says, so glad I caught your stream. Hope all is well. All things considered, things are doing well. I do appreciate your support. Thank you. And I'm glad you made the stream. Alexa says, has anyone sent you nighttime security guard stories, your maker? Not recently. I should go through my old ones and get one, because there was a nighttime security guard story that always sticks with me because he sent a video with it. And the room he was guarding was a giant basement. And there's video footage. He took a video walking around the entire basement. But no, I have no recent ones. I'm sorry. I know you've been looking for them. I'm keeping an eye out. AZ 2005 says, hey, your maker, so egg, am I right? Egg, am I right? Am I missing something? Does that sound funny if I say it? Egg, am I right? Is that like a joke? Egg, am I right? Egg, am I right? Do I gotta say it faster? Egg, am I right? My name is Mike Hunt. Is there a Mike Hunt? Mike Hunt? Anybody? Take care, XZII. I appreciate you dropping in. It was that XZ? Appreciate you. Chocolate shit says, do some video games again. I will, dude. I will. In the future. For sure. In fact, I should probably be heading out here in a minute, but yeah. Megan says, greetings from Japan, just tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Just in time for me to end it here in a minute, but the good thing is you'll be able to skip backwards and watch everything you just missed, because I've been live for about 2 hours now. Would love to see that video, your maker. Yeah, I'll have to go through. That was like one of my original videos. I'll have to go through and see if I can find it. Because that is one that I wanted to redo. Because back then I was using like a cell phone to record, and I also whispered a little bit more. No, I didn't whisper. Like, how was it? This was a wait. I had a specific intro. If I do that intro, it usually gets me back into my original voice. Let's see. The following are true scary stories found on the subreddit Let's Not Meet. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And without any further ado, let's begin. Something like that. Chelsea says, I'm Chelsea. You're a funny guy. Thank you, Chelsea. I'm also a grammar Nazi, and you used the wrong your. You forgot the apostrophe R-E. I appreciate the kind words, but you did use the wrong your. Sorry. Yeah, I'm like that. Have I ever played Resident Evil 2, or have I played the new? No, I haven't. I don't play like any new games. Like Apex is the newest game I play. So, I haven't played a single player game in a very long time. Hello, Alex the Great 200. Well, everybody, I actually think I'm gonna have to get off of here. It's 6 in the morning. I gotta be to bed in like an hour so I can get up to work and then get off of work and go to bed and then get up and fly away on a jet plane. But I know when I'll be back again. That's for sure. I appreciate all you dropping in. I really do. Everyone just coming in to say hello. Those of you that donated. Those of you that might see this video later and donate. I do appreciate it. And, I will be printing out all the donations and comments and letting my cousin read them and just see the amount of people that are supporting him in this time. Well, the whole family, I should say, in this time, you know. So, much love to everybody. There will be a new video out in, I don't know, like 12 hours, something like that. I still got to figure out a thumbnail. I don't know what I'm going to do for a thumbnail. Maybe I'll go through and try to find a thumbnail from an old video and just like recycle it. Maybe I'll just make a new one real quick. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make a new one. I'll figure it out. Fuck it. I'm a man. I'm a man. Mr. Tuba's like, get up, twerk. Boy, who said I wasn't twerking right now? I've been twerking this entire stream. Don't you ever underestimate me. Broken Soul says 9 p.m. here in Australia. Crikey! Have a great night. Appreciate you dropping in. Crikey! Alright, everybody. On a serious note, I really do appreciate all the kind words and all the support, and I'm really glad you guys enjoy the content. Make sure to leave a dislike on the video. I'd really appreciate it, because likes are for losers. We get dislikes around here. That's right. My family's gonna wake up and they're gonna see the notifications. They're gonna click on the video and they're gonna be like, oh, I get to listen to him. They're gonna see the dislikes. They're gonna be like, oh my god, everybody hates him. That's life. I will catch you all later. Have a wonderful morning, evening, night, wherever you are, whatever time it is. I just said that ass backwards. Thank y'all for dropping in. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.